What's good, y'all? It's Steven. If y'all can't tell already, I'm recording this the day after me and Mac did like the little intro. Originally, me and Mac's plan was like, yo, let's both do this intro. We're both just gonna do our parts separately, and then we do the outro, and then that's it. But basically, the day before yesterday, I had like an 8-hour long shoot with Kyle. I'm gonna show y'all a clip right now.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
I ended up going to the club after, and it was just like, I'm very much not a club type of person, so it pretty much just cooked me for like the whole day after. Nonetheless, I'm back. I got a better camera setup now. I still haven't set up the new studio in the new crib because I'm waiting on a desk, but y'all can probably see, I don't know if y'all can see it because I can't really see my screen, but there's like hella keyboards and instruments and just random shit behind me. But as we mentioned before, today's video, I'm gonna show y'all how I make my drum kits, or at least like a variation of how I make my drum kits, because usually when people ask me this question, which I get like almost every day, I tell people that basically while I make beats during my process, I'm making new sounds anyways, whether that's like taking a sound and time stretching it, making it shorter, making it longer, putting effects on it, layering sounds, reverse, whatever it is, I'd be making new sounds while I make beats anyways. And then like once a month when it's time for me to drop a kit, or whenever I drop a kit, I just go back through all my project files to all my beats for like the last 30 days and I just bounce out the sounds, and that's pretty much where I get all my stashes from. I like it better that way too, rather than just like having a bunch of sounds that I just found and like put into a folder, because this way I know these are sounds that I've used before and I know that y'all will be able to actually use them in a beat. So I basically just wanted to like make some sounds for 15 or 20 minutes, kind of show y'all the process, and then I'm gonna throw it over to Mac, pause, and then y'all are gonna be able to see his process. Before I get into making some new sounds, me and Mac have been working on this stash for a while now. I haven't updated the name on my FL, but we're calling it the Gen Z Drum Stash. It's gonna be available on Drumify on Black Friday. We just been making hella shit. I'm gonna just go through some of these. All types of shit. I usually just want to start by going through the stash and seeing like what type of sounds I'm missing. So I have a bunch of 808s. I don't have that many basses right now. A bunch of claps, a bunch of hi-hats. I don't have a ton of kicks. I could use some more kicks. Rims and basses is what it looks like. I'm gonna just start with bass, and I'm gonna just search my big ass 300 gigabyte drum kit folder. Just try to find something. And before y'all start getting on dick in the comments about like, oh, you don't make these sounds from scratch, let me tell y'all something. None of your favorite producers make any of their drum sounds from scratch. I hope you guys know this. I hope you know that every drum sound that you will ever use comes from the original sound that everyone has. It's just about how whoever is making the sound can flip it and make it interesting. It's kind of funny though, because a lot of these sounds that I'm playing right now are just my sounds and like older drum kits. I'm gonna just get like 4 or 5. That sounds fire too. Even though this says bass, I like this as like a kick. Like, this is a kick would be fire. Right now I'm really just looking for like textures, just like high quality sounds. So like, I like all these because they got that like little vinyl noise in the background that I fuck with. Like that kick is fire. I'm also looking for like unorthodox sounds. So like even a sound like this can be used for like hella different shit. Alright, so now that I got all these sounds, I'm gonna throw them into one mixer track. I'm gonna put some sort of like weird effect on it. I've been fucking with this plugin. Honestly, I don't even know how you say the fucking name of the company, but it's like called a comb filter. I like putting this on 808 sometimes because like you can fuck with it. Like that sound fire. You can fuck with it a little bit and it can just like fuck up the sound, but like in a cool way. It's easy to go OD with it, but like that's a fire bass sound. And then with all my sounds before I bounce them, if you're on Mac, you want to hit Command N to normalize. And then depending on the type of sound, I like to hit Alt A and then just like boost this up just a tiny little bit, just so it like clips a little bit. So basically I'll just do this so that like if I'm in the studio and I'm making a beat, I want every sound that I click through to slap automatically before I even drag it in. So like if it's already clipping in here, it's gonna smack how I would want it to smack in the beat without me even having to do anything, you know? I'm gonna change the stretch mode to E3 mono. And this is like the most fucked up stretching mode I would say out of all of them, because y'all will hear like it just makes it like that sounds fire. And then maybe play with this a little bit. Crazy. The only thing I would do to this maybe is fuck with the attack a little bit. Like there we go, that's perfect. And boom, you have your sound. I like this sound. Ooh, that's fire. That's almost like a little mini delay. But for this one, I'm gonna put a frequency shifter and just kind of see what. Oh, this is almost like an 808. I want to see if I can just take this out. Like that's kind of fire. Just that little rattle. Maybe just fade this so it doesn't click. I like this at a high pitch, but I feel like it would sound better low. Like maybe not that. Oh, even just this kick actually. This is the best one. This is like a fire tom. Sometimes though, if I like a sound but I like want to just mess with it a little bit, a cool trick I've been using recently is you want to take, usually this tool is just to remove noise, but you can use it to like degrade the sample rate or like degrade the quality of whatever sound you're using. So basically you just want to select a big ass chunk of your sample, and then you want to right click on this denoise and then select all of it, click the denoise. It basically just fucked up the whole sound, and then I can do this shit again to this part. Take out the attack. Didn't really do much. But if you do it enough times, you can just end up with like a completely fucked up version of the sound without even having to really do anything. Ooh, that's fire. I like that. That right there almost just sounds like a little hi-hat in the beginning, just this little. Like I could just bounce this as a fucking hi-hat. I'm gonna just do that. Fuck, I've been uploading all these to the wrong folder. That's so fucking annoying. Like this is like a little like perk. That's fire. Anyways, y'all pretty much get the gist. I kind of like to just drag a bunch of sounds and just fuck with things until you kind of just like find some weird combinations. Like I've been making beats for over 6 years now. I've dropped a drum kit on Drumify every single month since May of 2020. So I think the more you do it, you know what I'm saying, the more you study other people's kits, kind of just helps. But if I look right here, that was a cool little like 9 sounds, probably like 20 minutes. Y'all get the gist. Hopefully y'all enjoyed watching my process. And I'm gonna throw it over to Mac.
What's good with y'all, man? It's my part of the video. Y'all saw how Steven designed his drum kits. Now I'm gonna show you guys how I designed my drum and sound kits, bro. And then yeah, let's just get straight into it, bro. I'm glad this is going on his channel because I feel like this video is gonna blow up and I want him to grow, want him to keep on going. And yeah, it's just good for all of us to sit here and learn off each other. I actually don't have the most purest drum sound design technique. Regardless of how much synth I got, I'm not the best in synthesis. I already know a lot of people are gonna get on my head, but I don't care. I'm learning. So I use these 2 apps. First, you can load up something called Chop Suey. Now this is going to combine all transients. So it takes 3 transients and you could put a drum sound in each one. So let's go to my random Cookup King folder, which is just a bunch of sub basses, 808s, claps, just regular drums. So I just want to take a regular spins. Yeah, let's take that. So I want the punch of this beginning. Hold on, first you gotta put down a MIDI. I want the punch of that beginning. I like that crush right there to put in the middle. Maybe if I can have this kind of go out here. And then what I want to do is just kind of... So I'm going to get rid of this first. If anything, I don't want to do an 808 right there. I want to do a kick in the beginning so it hits. It's hard. And like I said, I like to do this with only regular drums. I'm only just using this one as an example, even though I'm about to put this in the kit. I like to do this with just regular spins, regular claps, because I don't like to take other people's custom made sounds and then like just combine them. I like to try to create something completely new from what I already have, which was like sounds that are already created, you know, by people and curated by people like Shawty Red, D-Rich, you know, all the original trap drum sounds that we hear. But now I'm starting to get more into, you know, combining pop sounds with trap, so it creates some new stuff. Make this a little longer, bro. There you go. That's tough. Yeah, man, I don't think it's necessarily quote unquote, because people want to call everything cheating nowadays. Like I said, bro, if you can sit down and actually design it from scratch, that's the better thing. But sometimes if you don't have the time or necessarily you want to make some cool stuff, but you don't really know synthesis and you don't want to take a few weeks to learn it, definitely try out this Chop Suey plugin just to, you know, experiment and mess around with new transients and new tones. I'm going to extend this. how it kind of chops up. You hear how it? I like that a lot. That's hard. We're gonna put that in the kit. Let's do it with the clap, bro. Oh, I forgot I had presets in it. How many presets does it have? They got 808 presets? Damn, this was meant to create drums for real. That's tough. Give me back the default though. Alright, I wanna make like a clap. We're gonna make that the body. That DB snare. Kinda want like a clap snare right there. Turn the glue up a little bit, turn the resonance. Damn. I hate drum designing with headphones because it literally kills my ears every time. So let's say I'm using like a Shaeffer drum kit, right? And I want to create whole new drums with his stuff, right? So he has these big stashes, right? I'm only keep that right there. Tough. Turn up the gain a little bit on the tail. Turn this up a little bit. So this is the original. The body right here, the green, it's a little too much. And then this is the tail at the end. So I like this tail, right? But I wanted the tail, like it don't really hit. It's like a little weak clap. So then I was like, you know what? I want to combine that with this. And it sounds different, bro. It sounds a little different. It's like now it sounds like a snare clap type of beat. Like I said, I can already tell what some people in the comments gonna say, like, bro, like, listen, dude, like, I don't want to hear it, my guy. I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? People don't create these plugins for no reason, man. I could do way more, bro, but to be honest, I haven't even used Chop Suey to the full ability yet, man. Like, there's still so much that I gotta do when it comes to this plugin, bro. It's tough. So this is the main, right here. Body, tail. Sometimes pitch it up a little bit. Ugh. So I just wanted to create a hi-hat roll within a snare. It's hard. It is hard though. And that's how I design 808s and claps. Now, the reason why I like Chop Suey is because you're able to fade in, you know. You could do this on the FL Studio or the Ableton regular playlist, but you're gonna have to like really tweak it and fade it in. Chop Suey is built to have layers of drums being customized and faded in together, you know. It plays with the transients, the body, and the tail. Let's create a few more drums with DC snare. Next up, my boy Marty, I'm sorry, bro, but DC snares, though. DC snares is gas pack, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Except these really work for, like, snares, but I want to do, like, open hats. So, let's find some open hats in Steven's kit and make it sound crazy. I want Jack Harlow. I want this Mr. One, Mr. Chow. Okay, see, now it combines them. But, here's how to make them really dope. Turn up the buses. Turn that. Turn these down. Turn these up a little bit. Okay, now we're gonna go to our advanced, right? We're gonna turn down some of the reverb. I'm gonna customize each one. Now what I love to do with my open hats, I put it on one and then I open up a Fetrix. So like that. What the? Mr. Childs, I beat. Yo. Ooh, that's hard. That's like a cymbal run right there. Cool little perk loop right there. Or a cool little perk in general. Okay, I thought I was gonna create an open hat, but no, I didn't. Created a perk instead. Okay, so now we got that. We can still do something with the... We should go through more presets. Ooh, tough. Export that, Mr. Chow. Ooh, you know what I want to do? This can be a crazy perk loop for real. Nah, I'm just gonna have just this right here. And then when you play the beat, it's gonna like... As you guys can tell, I get very bored making drum sounds. That's why I barely do any drum kits anymore, because I love making textures and sample packs. But drum kits can be very fun when you make them fun. Let's create, what are we missing? What do we got to do? We created like a snare, 808, snare, perk loop. That's hard. Oh, no. I ain't gonna lie. For this one right here, these are gonna be like cool looping sounds that you can put in your beats. Let's turn this up a little bit. Render this out as a wave, right? But this time I'm gonna press save tempo information. So now when people use this open hat, it's automatically going to be time stretched to the BPM. So it's gonna have real crazy bounce when they use it, because it's kind of two open hats in one open hat, if that makes sense. Like you have this part right here and then this part right there. But depending on what the BPM is, it's going to stretch it regardless, creating real unique bounce when it comes to using this open hat. It's nothing crazy. Obviously, people have been doing this for years. But if you're into new drum designing and sound designing in general, this video is really for you. I'm gonna make one more drum sound, but save tempo information and it's automatically gonna stretch. All right, lastly, let's create like a cool percussion loop. Ugh. Never overcomplicate it, man. The Beatles was always like, get them ideas out there, bro. Because you never know when inspiration is going to come or go. I'm gonna mess with the delay on all this. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, I'm gonna take that, and then I'm gonna pitch it like down an octave. See how it sounds. Ooh. Yeah, man, so I made that, we made that, you know what I'm saying, using 4 Stevens perks. That's really it. A live little shaker perk, and then some little submarine sounds. And then I added some effectrix too, and yeah, bro, DC snares is really the GOAT. DC snares are really supposed to be meant for snares, but you know, what is anything meant for anyway? You know what I'm saying? Like, anything can be used for everything, so quote that. But yeah, I'm finna export this. Bro, I think it's dope. This sounds like a submarine, for real, for real. And there's one last plugin that I want to show you guys for drums, but this one isn't necessarily for making the most standard drums. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, Steven, but y'all boys better cop, bro. I know my boy Madi made 3 drum presets in there. Ooh, hold on. This is called Evermotion, bro. You could put drum loops in here and it will like mess them up completely. Oh, another drum preset. Oh, that's not a drum, but like, it sounds hard though. Hey, listen, the first 10 people who buy the Max Shooter X Steven drum kit gets a copy of Evermotion for free. By the way, I'm putting 10 licenses within the kit. Honestly, it's just a cool, it's really meant for melodies, but you can put anything in here like drums and create some insane drum textures. Now, this obviously doesn't sound the greatest, but like, hey, who cares, bro? Like, it's fire. Like, I feel like weird sounds are supposed to be out there to like put in the background to make stuff sound unique, you know? Like, you don't necessarily hear this sound every day, you know? So the fact that you don't hear it every day, like, I already know people be like, bro, just because it's different don't make it good. Like, obviously. Oh, what if I halftime it? That part right there hard. Hey, that could be cool for like some Brazilian, like, hey, go down, I don't even know Brazilian, bro. I'm sorry for anybody that's Brazilian watching this. And yeah, you just can't be afraid of making bullcrap, bro. Because one man's trash is another man's treasure, bro. Don't forget that. To me, this is trash. I'm gonna still put it in there, like, because y'all could probably use it better than me. I hope y'all enjoy watching me and Steven make some drums, man. I feel like we each have our own unique sounds when it comes to it. Just like everybody else, man. When they create drum loops or when they create analog lab banks, the beauty of it is that we all have our own unique sound. So anyway, man, check out those 3 plugins, bro. You got DC snares. They're obviously cheap because they're just drum sound design plugins. Chop Suey and Evermotion, and you should also get Decap's Knock plugin too. I don't have it, but you know, Decap is the GOAT of drum designing in general. So you should just get Knock from the person that really does this stuff, you know? Like, I'm like right here, Decap is like all the way up here, and Steven's like all the way up here, you know what I'm saying? Like, these guys, I'm really a rookie to these guys, you know what I'm saying? So thank you so much for tuning in, bro. Little quick video, man. Shout out to Steven, man, for having me on the channel once again. Really honored to talk to y'all, his community, and him. So yeah, shout Shout out to him. Shout out to Split Mind for making this possible. And then, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like I said, this video is really for the beginners. So if you found some sort of help off of this, like and subscribe to my boy Steven. Come follow me on my socials down below. But yeah, talk to y'all soon.